I was raised by a single mother. I have 2 other siblings. I have a sister with cerebral palsy, and I have a brother that's a year and a half younger than me. My mother was addicted to drugs, and she was really wasn't home, so I pretty much raised my brother and my sister to the best of my ability. I remember nights where they cry to me and tell me they hungry and everything, so I had to go, at 7 to 8 years old, I had to go out there and do what I had to do, so far as pump gas or cut grass or do what I had to do so I can make money to feed us that night. There's been times where I had to steal the monthly check from my mom, so I know the rent and the bills would get paid, and I go buy money orders and fill them out because I didn't watch her do it so many times, so I knew how to do it. Yeah, I raised them, raised myself until we went to the foster system, me and my brother. My sister, thank God, my grandparents took her in early because my grandpa, he couldn't see my baby sister go into the system. Me and my brother, we went to a couple of emergency foster homes where they make fun of us, pick on us because we had holes in our socks and shoes and shirts, and, you know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't have expensive clothing or whatever, so we had to fight. And then we got to a loving family called the Haleys. We still connected with them to this day. And we was with them for 4 years before my grandma found it in her heart to just let us in, and she took custody. Because everybody had faith in my mom on getting us back out the system. And every time they completed one obstacle, she completed one obstacle that the court system gave her, task they gave her to do, they'd come with another one, and another one, and then another one. And it got discouraging, very discouraging. Not just for her, but for me and my brother and our family as a whole. So what we did was, my grandma she was like, I'm tired of it, I'll take custody, but your mama is your mama. So she came and visited us every day, spent the night with us, even though the judge told her not to let my mom come around. She's like, I'm not finna deny my daughter her kids. So like, we spent time with our mother, did what we had to do. I grew up in Pond Line, Normandy School District. Once we was with our grandparents, like, I just needed that stability. I was able to be a kid, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was really able to just focus on me and not have to worry about food or bills or bullies, or it just was a weight off my shoulders. So once we got some stability with my grandparents and everything, like, I loved it. I can't explain it. Like, I really can't explain it. For a kid to grow up and not have no guidance, I knew I hated that. I knew I can get away with it, anything I wanted to get away with, but I really hated not having any structure. So to be with my grandparents and have that structure and be disciplined, before you know it, I'm playing football, I'm running track, playing on basketball teams. Like, these are things I couldn't do. You know what I'm saying? Like, growing up at first, I wanted to do, but I just couldn't do it because I had responsibilities, you know what I mean? So just to be able to turn over the reins to somebody else, like, ugh, all right, you know, you know what I'm saying? All I gotta worry about is keeping this house clean and cutting the grass and cleaning the gutters. All right, I'm with that, you know what I mean? And then they taught me some valuable lessons in life, you know what I mean? Like, how to work, how to provide, how to save, you know what I mean? Be mindful, and brought me closer to God. Like, we had to go to church every Sunday. Couldn't miss a Sunday. Bible study. If you don't go to church, you at least go to Bible study. Something my grandpa and my grandma especially, they just gave you these for real serious talks. they didn't lived it 1,000 times, you know what I mean? So like, why not take their advice? Matters when it comes to anything, the hard finances, the struggles that we feel like we're going through. Like, I'm gonna tell you, like, for real, if you ever want to learn something, I mean, like, for real, know something and learn it, go to your grandparents. Especially if they didn't raise 14 kids. It's a beautiful thing. I felt like I was the king of the high school. For the most part, proms and homecomings and turnabout dances, and I loved it, especially when it came to my senior year. I was working at the St. Louis Lambert Airport California Pizza Kitchen, and I'm making all this money. As a kid, I'm making all this money, and I killed that clock that summer. I mean, I killed it. I'm opening and closing. Oh, it's that summer, I ain't got school. I'm not finna be in the streets, so like, I'm just doing all the overtime that I can. I'm killing this clock. So by me killing the clock, I don't have time to spend my cash for real. So I'm building a little nest egg, and then when I do go shopping, I shop big. You know what I mean? Buying a name brand shoes, name brand clothes, buying my brother coats and shoes or whatever, because I know he feel like me. He a representation of me, especially at school. So like, we G'd up, we going to the parties. My brother, my cousin and I, we sneaks out the house. Because mind you, I told you we have a curfew at my grandma's house. So we sneaks out the house, we go to a party. So my brother and my cousin, they the life of the party. They dancing and rapping. I'm over here macking and stepping, you know what I mean? I'm just like, I don't have to say much. That's how I feel. My wardrobe speaks for itself. Like, I had the big head, so like, we leave the party and we getting followed by these guys. And I know one of the guys, I had a fight with him before. They try to rob us. They up the gun on us. When they try to fight us, tussle fist to fist, boom. They ain't had no win, but when they up the gun, they smacked me with the gun across my jaw, broke my jaw. I didn't know it was broke at the time because we just was fighting, you know. And after that, like, that's when my life took a turn, like, for the worse. My grandpa died, my best friend died, like, suicide, like, my best friend. And he died from suicide, OD'd on some pills. Like I said, I got robbed, grandpa died, my best friend died, and now that my jaw broke, I'm not keen on going to school. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mouth wired shut, you know? I'm not trying to go to school with my mouth wired shut. And plus, I ain't paying these teachers no attention. Like, my mouth is wired shut. I'm annoyed, paranoid at everything. Don't hit me, you know what I mean? Like, so I'm missing school. They trying to stick me in Job Corps and telling me I gotta live there. I was like, no, I'm not having that. What I did was I just went through the motions, faked the funk. As soon as I turned 18, I got my own 2-bedroom apartment. So I'm trying to go to school, work a job, and pay for this place. And it's not working out. So like, cause at the same time, I'm a kid, so my house become a party house. And I feel like the more people I let party with me over my house, that's the more friends I get. That's not how that works, man. So they just end up tearing up my apartment, and then I end up losing my apartment, and I'm living place to place. This go on for some years, until I had I ran into my baby mother. We got a house together, apartment together, and she just endured everything I took her through, man. Like, I took her down through there, real talk. I tried to leave her for another girl, and which I did. So I ended up with the other girl. I found out she was cheating, you know what I mean? So what I did was I went and cheated with my baby mother. You know what I'm saying? Like, you stole me from her, I'm gonna go back home and and got my baby mother pregnant, which I have a daughter that's 9 years old. Once this other girl found out, she changed the locks, and me being inebriated off of alcohol and weed or whatever, I goes over there, pops my trunk, I bust out the window with a bat. This is St. Charles now. On my ID it says I stay on Newstead, but I'm living in St. Charles though. That's where we had our place. And I bust out the window with the bat. I entered the residence with the bat. But at the same time, I'm on probation. I had 5 years SIS probation because I got caught with a half a pound of weed, marijuana. Skipped that part of the story, but like I said, I was going through a whole lot, you know, trying to find my way. Well, I lost my way. I'm trying to find my footing into this so-called adult life and world. And I go upstairs and she on the phone. I'm like, who you calling? Woo, woo. Like, you keep calling me, you ain't answering my phone calls, who you calling? So I snatched the cell phone. She take off out the house. The neighbors call the police. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm on probation. I jumped in my car at high speed with the police in St. Charles, down these narrow streets, and I'm drunk. You know what I mean? I'm gone, I'm wasted. I hit a car trying to make a turn. I get out, I'm running on feet. Anyway, needless to say, I got caught, got tased, got kicked. I didn't want to get ate up by the dog, so like they caught me. I go to jail. I'm thinking it's just finna be a domestic. I'm thinking they got me on a 24-hour hold. They come and say St. Charles picked up the charges. Before you know it, I'm facing charges of first-degree burglary, first-degree assault, ACA, resisting arrest by flight, leaving the scene of an accident, destruction of property. I get hit with seven, 8 charges. I'm like, what? I'm trying to get this at first-degree assault. First-degree, I live there. Well, in St. Charles, if your name isn't on a lease, you're breaking and entering. No matter if you have bills there or you have your belongings there, possession has 9/10 of the law. Those could be her things. You know? Like, what? I just feel like I'm just getting played. I'm sitting in county jail for 11 months. 11 months trying to fight this case. So they came to me with a plea. The prosecutor said, take this 10 or I'm asking for the max of 34 years. I took the 10. But I'm thinking, like me being naive and not knowing anything about the law for real, I took the 10 thinking I'm finna just do 3 years on this ACA and I'd be home. I had a lawyer, but he didn't come. He just sent his, I want to call a clerk or something like that. He never showed up. He just sent her all the time. She's like, I can't tell you what to do. You gotta do it yourself. Figure it out what you want to do. I mean, I get to, what's they called, diagnostics, and I go see the PNP and diagnostic. They say, yeah, you got, see you here, you got 10 years, you got 85% to do. That's mandatory. I said, huh? What? Yeah, you gotta do 8.5 before you can even see the streets again. You do to see the parole board in April of 2017. I got locked up in 2010. So I'm like, what? No, I just supposed to do 3 years. They was like, no, this first degree assault, make sure you doing 85%. As soon as I get back into the wing, I get on the phone, call my baby mother, and say, look, I'm gone. I'm gonna be gone. And just make sure my daughter know who her daddy is. Make sure she know I love her. Just like, I'm gone. Move on with your life. I ain't do you no good anyway. I goes to my cell and I just started crying, you know what I mean? Cause like at the same time, like I don't know anything about prison. This is my first time in prison. I know I'm going to a level 5 and in my mind, everybody gets raped or get tested. And if you don't kill a person in prison, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna have a hard time. So I figured either I'm gonna kill this person or they're gonna kill me. It's nothing like that. Not big into a prison, but it's nothing like that. I just like, you steady yourself, mind your business, you cool. I owe a lot to the academy, Concordance Academy. They gave me a shot when I felt like no one else would even consider me, especially coming from where I come from, coming out of prison. Because, you know, the time I got locked up, it was like, once you've been felon, like, you feel like your life is over. Nobody trying to hire you or give you a chance to reach your potential or be who you meant to be in this world. At the time, like I said, I didn't feel like I had anything to lose. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't. I feel like, why not give this a shot, a for real shot, and see if they really true to what they talking about? Because, like, people tell you they have all these different make-believe programs out there, and these people, they just trying to get grants and stuff from the government on your name. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, that's how I feel. They want your social security number, your name, and look, we finna get this check for this body, and after so much, hey, you on your own. See ya. Hope you make it. Cause you don't just start the program on the streets, you start the program while you still behind the bars. And they was really serious. Like, you come to the program, they giving you the mental help you need. They trying to really get you prepared for the streets. But this is how life is now. And like, we know you used to this life. Cause by the time, like I said, I've been gone for 9 years. I was serious like about it, and they was serious about helping me. Like, it wasn't no game, it wasn't no BS. And they gave us a thick packet that you gotta get through and work through, and they seem more interested in you, like me, my history, my goals. How can they help me achieve these goals? What is my plan, my life plan? 3-year plan, 5-year plan. What is your life plan? Where do you see yourself? How do you see yourself? We're gonna show you the ways and give you the tools to be successful, not have to revert back to the things that you used to. Cause like, it's quick. People are quick to, when they're not successful, or if they don't succeed in certain aspects, like I plan this and I work for this and it don't happen, they just revert back to what they used. Man, I'm finna go back to this. Selling drugs, hitting licks, robbing people. Some people can't handle the process. It's a process. You can't jump from A to G. You gotta go through B, C, D. You know what I'm saying? It's a process. You gotta take all of the necessary steps. Every step pertains to you, because if it don't pertain to you, affect you personally, yourself, it's affecting your family member, your loved one. You know somebody who having NA or AA problems. So why not learn and go through the process and learning to understand more so you can help that person that you love. They set up a whole room and floor for you to go through this whole simulation to be prepared and ready. Mentally, physically, like, this is what you're gonna endure. Every aspect in life that can happen, the pros and cons, they help you through all that, man. Like, I can't explain enough how Concordance, like, this program really get people prepared for everything. They gave me a book bag full of everything I need. Deodorant, toothpaste, toothbrush, razors, soap, body wash, shampoo, tissue, hand sanitizer. Like, everything is in this bag. Like, I can't believe it. Like, y'all think about us that much? Like, yeah, we have everything ready for you. Since I've been out, right, like I said, I hold down 3 jobs. I got me a car. I got out August of last year, August 16th of last year. I got married August 16th of this year. I'm marrying my best friend. Her name is Brittany. That's my queen. Been telling everybody from day one, that's my queen. We married. And we have a son on the way, due December 25th. My thing is to continue to grind and keep them as my focus. Like, if I continue to work, ain't no way I can get in trouble. But the primary goal is to start my own business, you know what I mean? And I haven't lost sight of that because I want to leave a legacy for my kids, you know what I mean?